Okay, it's 16 January 2018. This is what the garden looks like at Whitey's. So in the park strip here, California poppies are coming up nicely. Um, the western buttercup's already peeking out of the ground in my little bioswale there. These are marguerites. It will be up later. Oxeye daisies, more California poppies. Not much going on over there by the Oregon white oak yet. Here's my ground wreath that I have still from Christmas time, and little sign saying that the jasmine's blooming now. I don't know if this will show up, and we'll see that in a minute. So the buds on the red flowering currant here are starting to get bigger. That could be blooming within, a month or so. In fact, if I look at them up close, some of the buds are already breaking. They're showing the new leaves. So over here, again, there's Oregon sunshine that's just overwintering here. There's some young California poppies coming up there, but otherwise pretty quiet. We'll go up the boardwalk. So just a general view here in the front yard towards the front door with aspen trunks and Sadowsia, what's that, checker mallow here that is green over the winter. And lots of candy flower coming up here in the shade of the south part of the garden here. There's Oregon iris, which is green throughout the winter. And I do have some so-called non-native plants here, foxglove, but I consider it a neo-native. That it behaves here. It seems to fit in well. More California poppy and slender cinquefoil that overwinters usually with some green leaves. This is what's left of my Douglas asters. I leave the tops on them with the seeds for the birds to eat. And just a peek into the non-native part of the yard. This is winter jasmine that blooms spectacularly throughout January, but look at this. This is just outside the kitchen window, just really beautiful. See if I can zoom in on some of these flowers here. So just like a whole bunch of little sunshines all over the place. Vine maple still completely dormant here. My piles of brush, which when I cut back plants or whatever, instead of hauling the brush off site, I just pile it here and let it rot little by little, and it becomes habitat for little critters, birds, lizards, whatever. More foxglove here, checker mallow, native strawberry, and come up by the front porch here. And so I confine my non-natives generally to tubs. So these are pansies here. There'll be tulips in another couple months, and also lots of candy flower. So it's a really easy to transplant native plant for growing in tubs, and flowers for weeks and weeks in spring. Over here on the north side, not much going on here right now, but there will be in another month or so, so we'll be back to visit then. Then just an overall view here out towards the street by the little walkway here. Again, lots and lots of candy flower. These are stalks from last year's foxglove. These are stalks here from last year's tall meadow rue, which is just starting to green up here. There's some little shoots starting there. So things are going to change really dramatically here over the next couple months. So again, just an overview of the front here that looks kind of, brown and gray and green right now, but that's what it's supposed to do in January. So anything else to talk about here? I am working on an area where I have quack grass that's invaded. I've put some landscape fabric down here, and I'll be putting down more here to kill that. So I'll have that down over the next year, then take it off and replant with native plants when that's done. So just a last photo here looking down at the walkway here with Oregon iris has filled into that crack, and California poppy here. Cinquefoil, slender cinquefoils moved in here. And we'll just back off here and again get just a general view of the front yard here in mid-January 2018.